Let's go to the Northern Cape now, where we are talking all things tourism, and we're telling you why that province is an option for you if you are still undecided where to spend some of your time this festive season. And our reporter, Reginald Witbooi, is standing by for us. Reginald, one of the things that I often see people talk about where the festive season is concerned is they talk about going to KwaZulu-Natal, Cape Town, they're looking for the beach, etc. But no one really thinks of going to the Western Cape. I wonder, someone tonight who's watching, how can they be persuaded?
Yes, even with the Ochrabis waterfalls, after the heavy rainfalls in the province, it's even bursting that site. And we also know that the Northern Cape has the Big Hole, also the square kilometre array, and also wine tasting in this area. But here where we are on at Broadwaters. Now it's on the banks of the Vaal River, and this Vaal River also 900% full to capacity, cubic meters of water, I must say. And this is a very lovely area. I've been visiting this area twice already, and I haven't been disappointed. The quality of services, the cuisine, the friendliness that you are getting here. And also I was speaking to tourists earlier on, and this one lady, she's from the Western Cape, and she was actually saying that people should actually come to the Northern Cape and stop going to the beaches while they can sail on these barges on the Vaal River. But I am now joined by JT Engelbrecht, and he is the manager of Broadwaters. JT, I was talking to you earlier on, and I was specifically asking you, how did it all start? Because, I mean, it's beautiful here. You have so much to offer. Just tell us how it all started.
So Broadwater simply started with Tiens and Rihanna Engelbrecht that decided to build a houseboat back in 2000. And it was a big double-decker boat with rooms and everything. Guests could stay overnight. And as time went along, more and more guests started asking, but it's great and all, but isn't there somewhere they can eat afterwards? So they decided to build a restaurant. And more guests came, and guests started asking, well, it's great, but it's so far. Isn't there somewhere we could sleep? And we ended up building accommodation and a caravan park. And since then, the original houseboat and the restaurant burned down, but fortunately it allowed us to build back bigger and better. And that's how Broadwater, as it is today, came to be.
And how's the business venture this side, given the fact that we went through a strenuous COVID-19 pandemic?
Well, we've been fortunate in a lot of ways. It's not what it was pre-corona yet. As they say, it's the new normal. But at the same time, we've managed to navigate the pandemic with more success than I think some of the other areas in the country, mostly because I think a lot of the Northern Cape tourists are more local based. Obviously for the game farms in the area that does trophy hunting and that sort of thing, it's a much different story. But yes, we have a great local market supporting us, and that's really helped us a lot through the pandemic.
Now, we also know that we have a lot of grape farms, and we can sail on this beautiful Vaal River. But what else does Douglas specifically has to offer?
So at Broadwater, we mostly try and focus on the river. So as you said, you can go on cruises on this very barge we're standing now. We take people out on ski boat cruises for skiing, wakeboarding, or tubing even, whatever they like. And if people want to do even more, they can always go to the reception here at Broadwater, and we can book on their behalf for game drives at Sunset Game Reserve across the road. Like you said, there's one tasting at Lanzacht in Douglas, and you can even do honey tasting in Douglas at Douglas Bee Farms. So there's quite a variety of activities as well.
And then, how is business now? Do you hope that the numbers, the tourist number for Broadwaters will increase over this period?
So this is kind of the end of our high season. It's already been better than last year's high season when COVID was a lot more present in everyone's mind, and we're hoping it'll just keep on getting better from here till we get back to what we used to know as normal.
Wow, amazing, amazing. I actually love that honey tasting. I love it. So, yes, that's it from us here in the Northern Cape, Bongi, where you heard honey tasting, wine tasting, cruising on the Vaal River. So what more can people ask for? Although there are critics out there saying that the Northern Cape isn't even a province, well, we are sitting here on mines and with a lot of tourist attractions.
Reginald, before I let you go, I know you talk about that cruise on the Vaal River, but there was a crocodile not so long ago behind you. How do I go on a cruise with that as well?
No, no, it's not. It wasn't a crocodile. It wasn't a crocodile. It's the leaves because the wind blew. So, yes, it's not a crocodile.
Are you sure it was
we are
the
not
leaves?
going to scare off our viewers now. Yes, no, I'm definitely sure.
I suppose you are trying to sell your province. It's fine. I will take your word for it. But we know it was not me. Also, the guys in the control room did see the crocodile, but it's fine. We'll leave you to it. You'll believe that it's the leaves. We'll come to your province to see how things are. Thank you so much for that. So that was Reginald Witbooi just talking to us about the Northern Cape. It's a province that you wouldn't think to explore, but listening to what they say, their honey tasting, I tell you, it's one of the things that will attract you, and also that cruise on the Vaal River.